Like many other things in education, there's a huge expanse between the theoretical, and then the practical. What Miller Guidance does is it creates a bridge between the theoretical and the practical.
It's a systemic way of doing education.
It's data-driven information that you can use to improve your instruction for students.
It works on a preventative response to learning instead of a reactive response to learning.
It isn't what you think anymore, it's what you know.
Miller Guidance was created because the theoretical concepts like having a multi-tiered system of support for students, like using data-based decision-making, are great. The problem has always been how to.
Miller Guidance came in to help us. It provided us the structure and the framework to do what we needed to be done without having to create that whole system ourselves.
The more that we spent talking about the needs that the kids had and what were some of the pieces we would need to be in place, the more we realized that this was a huge undertaking that was going to require a significant shift, and we really needed to tap an expert in the field to work closely with us.
Many of the different components that we've established in the last few years, I didn't necessarily recognize were needed, but now that they're there, I can't imagine not having them.
We actually do have the data to look at, and we know what data we are looking at. Before, I think what we had wasn't being looked at properly. I don't think we were looking at the individual students the way we needed to. I really do feel that this year we know our students better.
We're speaking about every single student. We talk about every student and how we're pushing them to their next level.
Miller Guidance really helped us to give us a structure so that we were all operating in the same direction, kind of like an owner's manual or a blueprint for where we needed to go.
We want to take ownership for all of the students within our school. And we need to have something that's common to all of the students within our school. So there's a level playing field. Everyone's receiving the same instructional focus.
It isn't about certain groups of kids. They're all our kids. They're all our kids. And what are we going to do to best help them make progress?
I'm on a mission to make sure that teachers realize that this is a program that works and that this is why we're doing it. And I think that when you can answer questions that teachers have or that parents have, and you feel like you know what you're doing, that it makes them feel more confident that the system is working.
The system gives us great leverage to say, it's October and this is how we're going to be proactive this year.
It benefits parents to feel as though their children are in a building with a strong culture of strong people all working toward the same goal, which is increased achievement for kids.
I have 4 children that attend school in the district, and as a parent I've been very pleased with the progress my children have made. So not only do I have the lens of a staff member that works in the district, but also as a parent.
I've worked with Miller Guidance as a classroom teacher, a special ed teacher, and now a principal. And for me, I would not have moved into administration if it weren't for the Miller Guidance system.
Working with Miller Guidance has really empowered me as the instructional leader, and it's really put on the forefront for everyone within our building to know that this is a top priority.
Miller Guidance really evens the playing field. It doesn't matter if you're a first-year teacher out of college or if you've been at it for 30 years. Everyone gets to add their skills and collaborate.
It's just been easy for teachers to use. It's very teacher-friendly.
It helped open up a dialogue with the teams. So when we have our data analysis meeting, it just really helped us to have a coherent thing that we're all on the same page, same language when we're discussing needs of our students and how do we address those needs.
As a teacher, an experienced teacher, many times I've felt that I was on the right track, but using data just validates that. So if I'm on the right track, this lets me know, okay, let's go forward, and maybe I'm not. And so this shows me that, maybe I need to change what I'm doing because it's all about the kids.
Miller Guidance is really the most practical way to reform education. It really is all-encompassing. It shaves off a lot of time. We don't have time in education. We don't have money in education.
The money that was allocated has actually probably been less than what it would have been if we would have piecemealed it, and much more effective for the students and the staff.
Seeing all that Miller Guidance had to offer for us was a no-brainer as far as the investment, because we knew that in the long run it would pay off big dividends for us.
Using Miller guidance allows a systematic implementation, and so then you can have conversations across buildings, across grade levels. It's all about instruction.
We would be stuck in the same routines of, oh, okay, that's a special ed student, it's a special ed issue. Now we have teachers that say, okay, I can help this kid do this in my room while I have them.
The old way of we're going to take them out of the room, they're going to have this program, and we see that they're still in this, they started in kindergarten and I'm seeing them in 5th grade, they're still doing the same things, they're still having the same problems. This is sort of like, I get a chance to see by the time some of these kids go into the middle school that some of them are no longer needing any extra help.
When I go to regional meetings and conferences and networking sessions with other folks that have similar positions to me, I feel very good about where we're at and what we've done, and we absolutely couldn't be where we are without the assistance from Miller Guidance and the support that Mary has given us.
The planning and the support that we've gotten from Miller Guidance, you can't match that with anything.
They really take ownership and care and concern for the schools that they invest their concepts and their ideas in. While there's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge out there, I haven't found any who's going to walk the walk with you as you implement it and give you the type of support that Miller Guidance does.